Yes, sir, man. What up? One more time, man. It's your boy P. Roy. You know, I'm the host. This is the third episode of Touch Base with Roy podcast. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad to have y'all back, people. I hope you enjoyed the last two episodes. You know what I'm saying? We're just new in the block. You know, we young niggas coming up trying to do our thing, man. Take over the space if you can. You know what I'm saying? So, it's the third episode. I got some great news. A lot of shit's been going on. And so, yeah, if you're familiar with the episode, with the podcast, you know that we're dealing everything hip hop around here, everything SA hip hop. And as the time goes, we're gonna dwell much more into the international scene too. You know what I'm saying? So let's get right into it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the first thing we're gonna talk about today is Jay-Z, bro. First nigga we're gonna talk about is Jay-Z. I want y'all niggas to tell me too what y'all think about Jay-Z. Cause in my world, I ain't even trying to sound too crazy, but in my world, Jay-Z's just a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just the one nigga who I consider a pioneer in the rap game. You know, I consider a leader. I consider a trendsetter too. You feel what I'm saying? Hove is just that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He got a couple of L's in his career, you know. Everybody do, like, as a rapper. This is a competitive scene, you feel what I'm saying? So, you always gotta come A1, you know, like, sometimes I'd like to say that the hip-hop scene is like, it's a selfish scene, because people are like fans don't, or like even people in general in the hip hop culture, they don't accept losses. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't how could I put it? Like they don't celebrate losses. You feel what I'm saying? So, and we don't even like entertain them like that. So if you take an L, you're a clown. If you lose, you're a fuck nigga, or you're a trash rapper. You feel what I'm saying? So there's a lot of obstacles that attach to you being a fucking artist. You feel what I'm saying? So Jay-Z, he's a goat, but I feel like a lot of y'all people, man, dick riding the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of these people dick riding the nigga more than Beyonce. You feel me? Like, I get it, he's the GOAT. I get it, he's one of the greatest. You feel me? But he's not like the best to ever do it like that. You feel me? He's like the best to ever do it like that, bro. Like, he's one of the best. We can't put him like top tier number one like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, Jay couldn't touch Eminem in a rap battle, so you know. But we acknowledge and we say shout out to his influence in the culture and his voice in the culture, and how important the people see him. You feel what I'm saying? Me, myself included. You dig? But a lot of y'all niggas just like a lot of people when I talk, a lot of Jay-Z people, fans that when I talk to, and like, yeah, Jay-Z's a goat, but he couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got they just seemingly get all fucking emotional. You feel what I'm saying? I don't be knowing what's going on with these niggas. Like, like, what the fuck is Hove, nigga? What the fuck? Oh, nigga, yo, that's Jay-Z. What the fuck? You never know that? I'm like, bro, everybody know what that nigga did, especially the people that come from his era. But you can't like be dick riding the nigga. Like, come on. Okay, let me make an example. I was talking to this other nigga last week. I was like, yo, how do you feel about a Jay-Z versus? You know, I don't know if y'all people are familiar with the term versus, but it's popular in the rap game and like shit. You know, how would Jay-Z do in a versus, like against who? And I was like, probably against like Kanye, you know what I'm saying, Kanye West or Drake. You feel me? Like, nah, nigga, Jay-Z's goat, nigga, watching them, nigga. I'm like, it's a fucking Jay-Z stand. You know what I'm saying? Part of me was like, they didn't even debate with it. But then I was like, I try to show him, like, bro, this how the shit gonna be. You feel me? Like, if you put let me try to fix this shit a bit. If you put Jay-Z in a versus with Kanye West, if we're talking about hits and if we're talking about global smashes, for me personally, Hove doesn't even come close. He could probably win like 3-4 rounds, but all the way through, Kanye was smoking that nigga. Smoking that nigga ass. You feel me? Like, Kanye got the trilogy he came in the game with, like the three albums, bro. That trilogy is insane. It's one of the best we've ever seen in the hip hop, like, ever. You feel me? Like that Graduation album and College Dropout and what's the third one? Graduation. You know, like those 3 albums that Kanye West came into the scene with, classic. So I don't think Jay-Z got a lot of hits. Like, bro, if Kanye West could play like 20 hit songs, I'm not talking about songs that made the charts, or like, okay, yes, that made the charts because they're hit songs, but I'm not talking about songs that he dropped, you know, and they were like, they dope for the 2, 3, 4 years. I'm talking about smash every other country, over 100 countries. Like if you play that song in Japan, shit go crazy. If you play that song in fucking Switzerland, shit go crazy. If you play that shit in fucking Zimbabwe, shit go fucking crazy. You feel me? I'm talking about that type shit, bro. Like if Kanye West could play like 20 smashes, like All of the Lights, like that song with fucking Jamie Foxx, the shit he was doing on the when he was watching Drake. Kanye is a slick nigga, man. Like, so like, remember that show they did, the Free Larry Hoover show, Kanye and Drake performing. That's when I see like after I watched that shit, that's when I saw like, oh, yeah, you goat. You know, you feel me? Like, yeah, you fucking goat, bro. Like, yeah, he's a goat. Like, so, and I'm thinking about Jay-Z. I could play his Blueprint album. Yeah, they're dope culturally, but it's not like there isn't a lot of worldwide smashes. You feel me? He do got a couple, but I feel like, come on, yeah, Jay couldn't compete with Drake. I feel like Drake got a lot of hits compared to Jay-Z. Jay-Z might have more power and influence in the game and culture effect on the people. Drake got more hits. That nigga got, how many songs he got? Like, Spotify dropped something earlier this year, and they were like, I don't know how many streams it's a Drake song. You know, I'm gonna try to look that up. I think it's on my IG, but I'm gonna try to look it up and show y'all niggas. Like, every certain number of streams on Spotify, worldwide shit, it's a Drake song in there. You feel me? So even Kanye too. He had the biggest debut on all countries last year with Donda. You know, his album debuted in 152 countries. You know what I'm saying? And then CLB was on like 130 something, and then J Cole was also like 120 over 100. So you gotta fucking acknowledge that shit. You feel me? So y'all niggas dick riding Jay-Z, man. He's a goat. Everybody knows he's a shit. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing, and we look up to him, but there are some places where he take L's. Y'all acting like that nigga's fucking untouchable, you feel me? So that's trash, bro. So yeah. Another thing we're gonna talk about is J Hood, man. Shout out to J Hood. I fuck with J Hood. I feel like he's one of the most dopest rappers in SA. He's just underrated, and a lot of people just choose to sleep on him. I don't know why, cause he's a really fire ass spitter, you know. So J Hood went on Twitter, and he went on a rant. And he tweeted out that TV stations, TV channels, and radio stations, they don't play his music. You feel me? Like, he doesn't get any airplay on his songs, and he doesn't get any recognition in TV play. You feel me? So he went out on Twitter and he tweeted out that the song he did with X Global, All Right, that song did crazy numbers, and it has an effect on the streets, and it's a big song. You know what I'm saying? And it deserved, you know, Concord, it deserved to be on TV. That they submitted the videos, all TV quality. They met all the restrictions. I mean, all the, what you call them shits, all the requirements for your video for your visuals to air on TV. You feel me? So he was ranting about that, and he was also ranting about the song that he's featured on with MT by, who's this nigga? Melo produced it. Yeah, that song, Picture Me Rolling. You know what I'm saying? He also complained about that song not getting enough airplay, not getting enough TV play. You know what I'm saying? Like on Channel O, MTV, and all these other platforms. You feel me? So his points of view is like, Melo produced the song. You feel me? Melo produced it, is the owner of the song, and they both featured artists, which is a big song, well received. You feel what I'm saying? Like, apparently the song garnered over 100k streams, like, so far. You feel me? Or above that, I'm not sure, but it's like two established artists featured on the song, and the song is big and it was well received by the public. You feel what I'm saying? So also it Concord deserved airplay on radio and TV play on you feel me? So shout out J Hood, man. Y'all niggas on radio, man, y'all gotta give that nigga a fucking chance, bro. Y'all gotta stop hating on niggas and always dick riding the same old niggas. Like, have you seen the lineups these days, bro? Like, when you go outside, you feel me? Like, people are like, it's the same ass niggas on the lineup every week, every month, every day. Like, that's the same shit we play. Their sets, they might change a few songs on how which one plays next or which one plays after, but it's still the same ass niggas we saw last week and a couple of 2 months ago every week. You feel me? So niggas like J Hood, man, deserve a shot, man. Them niggas are hard and they represent South African hip hop on a higher level too. Cause you feel me, yo, that's Jay, dog. Like, if y'all niggas ain't listen to his music, check that nigga out. Like, J Hood is nice. You feel me? So he deserve that shit, and I don't know why them niggas are hating on them. You feel me? So Talking about MT, né? MT, we saw him in the studio with Blackie last week on Instagram. He shared a story on Instagram, him and Blackie in the studio kicking it. And I don't know how that shit's gonna sound like, man. You feel me? I don't know how that. I feel like Blackie right now, he's at a state of like ever since he's come up and how he's been coming up and how he blew up. I feel like now he's like the shit is kinda settling in. You feel me? Like the shit is kinda he's kind of getting used to the shit slowly. You feel me? He's kind of getting used to the shit a bit, and he's trying to settle in and find his niche. You feel me? In the game and see how he's finna move. You feel me? Because before now did well. I was thinking more next project and shit like that. You feel me? So. And MT did the MT did the Why Me beat and shit was fucking trash, bro. That shit was my nigga. Yo, I fuck with MT. MT's a goat. You know what I'm saying? I say that shit right now. MT's a goat. He's the shit. But that Why Me freestyle was ass. That shit was garbage. That shit was ass, dog. Like if some of y'all niggas, I know y'all MCs, they're like MT. Nigga, that shit was trash. You feel me? Even Loki did that shit, and Loki did better than MT. So you feel me? And supposedly MT gotta come out on top. You feel me? Because he's MT. So that nigga dropped that shitty ass song, and I don't know where the nigga's at, man. I feel like he's kinda disappointed, or he's kinda taking a hard knock about Logan, the album, which didn't do well. I think he expected to do more. I don't know what, but he's just in a sort of a bad space. I don't know what's going on with that nigga, but I don't think. Okay, the reason I say it, I don't know how the song is gonna sound like the Blackie and MT song is because I don't think that it's at the right moment. You feel me? Like if you're like, I feel like if you're an artist, cause I'm a rapper, you feel me? So I know how energy is supposed to go. Like you feel me? I know how shit. Like I don't know. I know how shit like gotta be and how shit gotta go like and how shit gotta vibe in the studio like that. You feel me? So I saw the thing. I was like, I didn't have any much faith into it, and I feel like that shit wasn't anticipated. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause a lot of big collabs that we get, it's like shit that's orchestrated on the streets by the people. Like, ooh, imagine this Java featuring fucking DieMondez Dubai. Like, ooh, and then like months later, that shit gets to their ears, and they jump in the booth and create some shit. You feel me? So now Blackie and MT, like nobody wanted that feature. I'd like to assume at the moment, you know, but even though in the long run, yeah, it was supposed to come because Blake is climbing into that MT space on that MT level, you feel me, and the other goats. So I hope they might prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? If they drop it, I might come back next time and say that shit on here. Like, oh, I played it. If it's fire, it's gonna be fire. I ain't gonna hate, but at the same time, I ain't gonna dick ride if the song is fucking trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a nigga that like fucking co-signs shitty ass music. You feel me? I only fuck with shit that's fire. You know what I'm saying? So moving on, man, about MT. How could I? Oh, another nigga that we gotta talk about is. Let me get this shit straight. Another nigga that we gotta talk about is Touchline, you know, representing Tembisa, you know, where we are right now, the East, the hood, you know what I'm saying? So he's one of the goats that he's a goat here in Kasi, you feel me? Like, I don't think this shit's like already went fucking national like that. He is half national, I'd argue, you feel me? So Touchline got a project coming out. Touchline got an album coming out, you know, like too soon, you know, so the too soon is like, I mean, it's like soon actually too, but now when they write when you spell the name, it's actually an S, but now it's written as a two that's flipped backwards. You feel me? And then it's O, and then dot, and then O, and then another dot, and then N. So it's soon and then two. So it's like a sequel to the first one. There's the first soon that like had dropped a while ago. You feel me? So this is like a sequel to the second one. And Touchline, man, he's a really dope ass rapper, you feel me? And I remember when he dropped a South African Christmas last year on Christmas, and that shit was fire. Yeah, you feel me? Like you gotta acknowledge shit like that. That shit was hot, and I fucked with it. And shout out to Touchline, you feel what I'm saying? So there was something I wanted to say about Touchline. I forgot. What is it? I don't know. It might come back later on, but I forgot. If I do remember it while still recording this podcast, I'll immediately say it. So we got another nigga's 031 Chopper. Shout out to 031 Chopper. He's a Durban cat. So he's been doing a lot of snippets on Instagram. Dropping a lot of snippets. He's in the studio with a lot of people by the week. If you follow him, you're gonna see like he's always logged in with like a couple of cats in the industry, like collaborating. And I feel like that's what's needed. You feel me? Like 031 Chopper. A lot of people might say now he's not really like a huge ass artist. You feel me? Because it's like he only got like one album out and he's still new to the scene. But his work rate, I really fucks with an artist who like grinds and goes that hard. You feel me? So he's been dropping snippets which are fire, and I'm assuming he's already working on his next shit because from Kwamashu to Josie already dropped and singles were out and people fucked with it. Some people didn't really fuck with it, but Outrun Chopper, shout out to him with the snippets. There's this one he did. The visuals are crazy too. Like the visuals are crazy too. I don't know who shoots the niggas visuals, but they lit. So shout out to Outrun Chopper. And another nigga who dropped the visuals is Lucas Raps. The visuals for one of the songs on his EP for the mommies. You feel me? So he dropped that. The piped up visuals. I really like them. They dope. And I don't know about the song, but the songs are aight. It's not trash, but it's aight. So that's another nigga who dropped visuals. And internationally, what's been happening last week is Ghana. Y'all know on the last podcast episode we were talking about DS4 because DS4 had just dropped, and there was a song that was supposed to be on the album, which is Pussy Power, featuring Drake, but it didn't make it because I don't know if y'all niggas could hear the sample on the background song, on the Pussy Power song, the background, the moaning of the chick that is moaning on the song. So the version that we all hear right now is actually a recorded version. You feel me? Like that vocal at the back, that moaning vocal was actually recorded. But at first, prior to this one, it was actually a sample. I'm not sure from where, but it was a sample. And like that, the same old case that happens with samples. They couldn't get cleared early. They couldn't, and like it's a big feature from Drake. So I'm assuming like there were some sort of delays. So the song didn't make it when the album dropped, but it followed a week later, which is last week Friday. So we heard Pussy Power is dope, and that's another nigga who dropped. And then DS4, it went number 1. It's supposed the weekend is on FM. So shout out to Ghana, and he did his thing. Another nigga who dropped visuals was Roii. Y'all niggas know Roii. Roii, our names are kind of sound familiar and shit, but yeah. So Roii dropped visuals for La Vida Loca, and they lit. I love the like as soon as I saw that they're black and white, I was like, shit, yeah, that's what this nigga's supposed to do, cause that song like it's a drill song, you feel me, and it would make sense for him to do black and white visuals. That way also lit, you feel me. So we saw the visuals for La Vida Loca and they dope as shit. I love them, and that shit actually triggered me. Like while I was watching the video, I was like, damn, this nigga like, cause like that nigga really drilling. You feel me? Like Roii really drilling. Like he trapping like the drill sound, and like what came to mind as I was watching that shit is like, does this nigga own drilling SA? Cause nobody's really drilling like that in SA. The last nigga who had a big drill song was Casper with that Noctula song. That was the last big drill type beat song in SA. So at the moment, Roii got that shit, man, and he previewed a couple of snippets, on his Instagram, which like most are drill beats. So I don't know. I think he's trying to carve that lane, and try to test out where that shit can go. Cause like he's like a new nigga in the game, and he's still trying to like see his foot, and it's like see where he stands with the shit. You feel me? So I don't know. Does that nigga own drill in SA? I don't know. Cause and another thing, like with drill, I know like a lot of South African fans, they also listen to a lot of international music, especially US. Like myself, I'm guilty. 90% of the time I play international music, but I'm also like tapped in with the SA scene. So like hence I'm doing the podcast, which mostly covers SA hip hop music. You feel me? So I'm very much tapped in. I listen to a lot of shit from here. But most of the time when I'm playing like music in my vibe cooling, I'm playing international shit. So with drill, the drill sound, there's two. I would like to say there's two drill sounds. They both call drill, but they different. You know what I'm saying? But they both call drill. a lot of people are exposed to the drill in the UK. The UK drill, you feel me, like with the Skeptas, there's a lot of niggas in the UK like doing drill. So there's that drill from the UK, and there's also drill in the USA, like which is basically New York drill. You feel what I'm saying? Like the drill that Pop Smoke was on, which Pop Smoke's drill was more UK type drill, but he was he was considered a drill artist that does the drill from New York. You feel me? Like the drill that 5 Year 4 Rand is doing, fucking Nado Wick is doing, Push Heisty is doing that UK drill. Who else? Like that New York drill. You feel me? Like Lil Durk is all the way about that New York drill. R.I.P. to fucking that nigga from our block. What's that nigga? He used to use a fucking V-Roy. His nickname is V-Roy. You feel me? That's how I remember. Cause like I'm P-Roy. He's V-Roy. Who's that nigga? V-Roy pop up under that. He's from O Block. The nigga just died. King Von. Yeah, that nigga King Von. So the music that King Von was doing, that's drill music. You know, in the US, that's considered drill sound. You feel me? So there's two ways of drill. So just in case y'all didn't know. So there's UK drill and there's 5 Year 4 is not doing UK drill, it's doing New York drill. It might sound a bit like UK, but you feel me, that's like the drill that they're talking about in New York. You know, and they also dropped the Mount Rushmore for the 2010 hip hop, you know. I don't know what dropped it. What dropped it? I don't know which company dropped it, but one of these USA outlets that cover hip hop. They dropped the, I don't know if y'all niggas don't know the Mount Rushmore. It's that mountain in Hollywood with the 4 presidents with their head sculptures crafted on top of on the mountains. You know, those 4 presidents for the US. So they did that. Like we past few years, we've always seen like memes and like people trying to forge their own with J. Cole obviously in there, Drake and all of the other niggas, you feel me? So they officially dropped the official Mount Rushmore of hip hop since counting 2010 till now, 2022 nigga, you know. So yeah, that Mount Rushmore has 4 spots, you know. It was Drake, obviously, he's the artist of the decade. That one that's a compulsory. You feel me? It's like that shit is mandatory. Drake is mandatory everywhere. That's like Drake, nigga. You feel me? So there was Drake, there was Kendrick Lamar, obviously the rap god, considered one of the best West Coast rappers since Tupac. And Jermaine Cole, you know, J. Cole gotta be in there. He got a classic. He's one. That nigga. A fun fact about J. Cole is like all his albums are platinum ever since the first album, which is the Warm Up. Dope, right? Like all that niggas albums are either 4 time, 5 time, 3 time, 1 time, but they're all platinum. Like, so come on, J. Cole is a goat. So it's J. Cole, and the last cat for the 4th spot was Nicki Minaj. You know, so well deserved. Don't try to say shit. Say who the other Weezy? Fuck out of here. Weezy was popping before 2010, even though his wave crossed over to like the 2010s, 2013s, but it doesn't count, you feel me? So Nicki Minaj deserved that spot. So it's Nicki Minaj, J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. So that was like the Mount Rushmore of the 2010 hip hop music, and that shit is, for me, it's accurate. For me, it's straight up. It's unarguable. It's not debatable. You feel me? Like if you debate that shit, you just dumb. Nobody's topping those 4 niggas. Like on every level, like ever since 2010 till now, you know. There's other niggas who like fire, like your Young Thugs, your Futures, but bro, we're talking on every other level. You feel me? So those 4 people and all those 4 artists got it. So coming to SA again, we have DieMondez. You know, fuck it. DieMondez did the live performance. Fuck it. For In the Trap, you know, he did the live performance promoting In the Trap EP. He was performing the songs on there, and man, I like a lot of people that fuck with DieMondez would say that that EP was dope, it was lit, it was fire. Bro, that shit was mid. You feel me? Like for me, out of 10, I'd give it a 3. You feel me? Or a struggling 4. You feel me? Like DieMondez is dope, but I feel like lately I don't know what the fuck that nigga's doing, man. I don't know whether I did mention this on the last episode of the podcast, but I'm gonna say it again. DieMondez need to fucking level up. You feel me? DieMondez need to get on this shit. Like that EP didn't have any significant hit single. It didn't have any viral music videos. It didn't have any. It didn't have any moment in the rap game. And I know, like, for a project to be dope, it doesn't have to need a moment. Yeah, you would say, yo, Roii, nigga, what the fuck? You don't need a moment. You gotta be low. You gotta be dope. If you dope, you dope. Yeah, the thing is, he's not dope. At least on the project. DieMondez is fire as an artist. You feel me? But the project, the music is being putting out, that shit's all made. That shit's all. The only shit that's fire that DieMondez did is when he's collaborating. You feel me? The project he did with Flame, fire. The project he did with Zuchi, lit. You feel me? But on his own music, I don't know what the fuck happens with that nigga, man. Like, he just drops mid shit, which is somewhat close to trash. You feel me? I'm gonna say it right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, DieMondez gotta, like, I don't doubt his potential. You feel me? Like, the first time I heard DieMondez, I heard him on Can't Get Enough, featuring Big Star Johnson. Big Star Johnson was still hot at the moment, and nobody knew DieMondez, so I knew DieMondez through Big Star Johnson being featured on the song. And DieMondez smoked that nigga all the way through. Smoked him. The last verse, which was the shorter verse, if y'all know the song Can't Get Enough, smoked him even more. You feel me? So I know DieMondez got it. Hence I'm saying DieMondez is fire as an artist, but the music he's putting out, I don't know what the fuck is going on with that nigga. You feel me? I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I feel like DieMondez, he still needs to cross over. You know? So if he could I don't want to say listen to my advice. I don't know whether he's going to hear this shit. But if he probably sees it across on the internet, bro, you need to cross over. You feel me? You've been around the game, I would like to think, ever since Can't Get Enough. Even though he started like blowing up like 2017, early 2018, around there, you know. But you need to cross over. Like, you got to solidify your space in the rap game. You feel me? You got to stand on your 10 toes, and people know, okay, that's DieMondez. He's a brand, he's an artist. People could buy your shit and support your music, your music even more. You feel me? So he needs to cross over. Like, by crossing over, I don't know if y'all are familiar with me saying that, but by crossing over, I mean that he needs to go on like the Zuchi Coke Dope level. You feel me? He needs to jump on the Nasty C level. Like, there's brackets in the game, and like there's levels of artists. So there's your Caspers. You feel me? There's your Ricky Rick. There's your Cool Cat. There's your Nasty C. There's your A Reese. There's your AKA. There's your who else is on there? There's your KO. There's your Questa. There's your Youngster. You feel me? There's your Younger Chief. There's your, you know, there's those niggas at the top, and then there's another level of niggas, which is, that's where you get your Flame. That's where you get your Echo. You feel me? That's where you get your Pretty Ugly. That's where you get your that's where you get your Words. That's where you get your, you know, who DieMondez, you know what I'm saying? And then there's another level of young niggas coming through. That's like the niggas probably like your Case Close, you feel me, like your K Kid, you know, all these young niggas coming up like recently in the scene, you feel me? So DieMondez is on the second level of the floor, you feel me? So you gotta cross over and be on top, like where the Nasty C's are and your MTs are, you feel me? So you can't just go there doing whatever the fuck this nigga's been doing the past 2 years. You're dropping 8 5-song EPs. There's no hit, like undeniable hits on it. You're not doing features with being crossed over artists, like bigger artists. You're not trying to even rub shoulders with them. I don't know. Come on, y'all niggas. If y'all niggas beefing, say it on songs. I beef with that nigga. I don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga raps way weaker than me. And I rap way better than that nigga. So I don't fuck with those niggas. I want, you know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas moving like y'all beefing, but y'all cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck's going on with y'all niggas. So DieMondez still gotta cross over, man. He need a big ass smashing single, you feel me? And that nigga got Zuchi, dog. They got Zuchi all the time. Zuchi produces his shit. He's signed to Peef Audio, dog. So I feel like Peef Audio is one of the most sonic orientated labels, because the music that comes out there is really dope. I don't know what's going on with DieMondez, because the music that just doesn't hit, you feel me? So yeah, let's move right along. So DieMondez, dog, get your shit alright, my nigga. Yeah, another thing that happened. Okay, I was shitting on him, but now I'm gonna applaud him for going gold with Die Dope. DieMondez and Zuchi, their EP Die Dope, which dropped 2019 or 20, I'm not sure, but it had demo, it had different, had all those singles, and it just went gold. They posted it on their platforms last week. So shout out to them, man. So they posted the plaque, and that's the first plaque we have seen in hip hop 2022. Hoping you're gonna see more plaques, other artists posting their plaques or their platinum status, their gold status, reaching songs, or even fucking albums. You feel me? So I was actually surprised that the song went like gold, or like project was like had not went gold yet. You feel me? Because I feel like that should have been went gold by now. That should have supposed to be platinum. Because Die Dope is one of those, bro. Like it's one of those, bro. You feel me? Like you can't deny it. You can't. It's a classic. It's an easy classic. Like without a doubt, no second thoughts. Like I still bang that shit today. You feel me? Like I still bang that shit till this day. Demo. Demo is one of those ones, dog. Like that song Demo is one of like the sample, like that song has a sample behind an ad lib. And that shit's yo dog, like Zuchi's a fucking pioneer. Zuchi's a fucking pioneer, so shout out to them. And so let me explain this shit one time. Die Dope went gold, right? Which for in South Africa for a project to go gold, it means it gotta sell 15k units. You know what I'm saying? So those are like the actual units, but I'm considering they also added the streams. You know what I'm saying? So the Die Dope project sold over 15k, and it was certified gold. You know what I'm saying? So if there were no like actual physical copies and it was just streams, which means one album sale is equivalent to 1,200 streams. You feel me? So those niggas had 1,200 streams multiplied by 15,000. You feel me? So that's how they managed to go gold, and shout out to them, man. So oh yes, about Touchline. What I wanted to say about Touchline is he revealed, he also wrote out a message for his album, and he basically describes how like what the project means, or like I feel like it's a more brief, short version of the music that is gonna be on the album, or the message is gonna try get across on the album. And there's a picture on that message of him like just bowing down and shit, which I'm assuming that's like the hint of the official art cover of the project, because I don't think he did reveal the original one, but I'm hoping that's gonna be the one, because that shit is really dope. Or he might change still. Either way, you feel me? And we've also seen him dropping like a lot of freestyles. He just dropped this other freestyle, 0401 or 02, something like that. And he also did the one I talked about earlier, Christmas, South African Christmas. And what else he did? He did the feature. There's this feature he did with him and Loki on it. Loki from Skanda World. So he's doing his thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's trying to build momentum for the album, or for the, I don't know whether it's an album or what, but he's trying to build momentum for the album that's coming, which is soon too. And he's trying to be in the scene. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's what like the label is also trying to get him to do. You feel me? Because Touchline is signed to Seventh Wave. You feel me? So Seventh Wave is a Tembisa Bread record label. I don't know whether they moved, but I know that they're from here. You feel me? So Touchline is signed on that label, and I'm not gonna lie, man. It's not a multi-million rand label. You feel me? So there's not really much budget behind Touchline's career and shit. So they're just gonna use whatever they have and whatever connections and whatever ideas that they have to push the nigga and to push the music he drops, so that they could recoup all the money and eventually level up. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like another thing that's another thing that actually is a negative for Touchline, cause he's really a dope ass rapper and he's a talented rapper, but because of the label he's at and the label he's signed at, like it doesn't how can I put this, it doesn't do justice to him. Like I feel like it's not a bigger label for Touchline to maneuver, and I feel like time is running out, because he's been in the industry for a short while, you feel me, and by now he's supposed to have been up there, you feel me, like his shit was supposed to have been up there. A lot of people should have given him his flowers already, like not to be legend wise because it's still it doesn't have like 10 years in the game. So you know what I'm saying, the more you delay, like a lot of people try to wear out the come up phase, I know, and that's like an L for me. Like you can't try to be on the come up phase for like a long time. You know, you can ride the wave as much as you can, like having that underdog message and shit. But at some point, people are gonna get tired of that, and they're gonna need to know what the fuck you is about. You feel me? So I don't know whether that nigga's gonna like. I feel like he just gotta his team. I feel like his team gotta. I don't know what the fuck they should do, but it should get more sponsors, get more partners for the label, put more money. Like, remember Mabala Noise? Mabala Noise didn't even need a year to do shit. Them niggas came here by a week later. They were running shit, the whole industry. You feel me? Because they had money back in it. So hopefully the project's gonna be dope, and the project is gonna make Seventh Wave and Touchline grow into like bigger brands. You know, like get their shit popping like that. Or maybe because there's not much traction on the album, except for the one he's trying to make on Instagram and all these social media outlets. But I feel like the label with Seventh Wave, it's saving money. Maybe if they are, I don't know. I'm just like, assuming if they're saving money for and waiting for Touchline to drop the album, and then they could use that money that like to pay for like radio spins on radio, or like pay for playlisting on DSPs like Spotify and Apple Music or YouTube Music. You feel me? So they might just do that. I don't know. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, cause that's just what's going on in my mind right now. That's it as far as I know. You feel me? And let's talk about Reason, man. Talk about Reason, aka Sizwe Alakine in the Amapiano streets. Sizwe Alakine, Ashkarain, Mashkaran, de Mashkaran. That niggas always saying that shit on Instagram with all the piano. Like those niggas, like I fuck with their energy and shit. Like the niggas from the Piano Hub and the label, the Maporisa's label and all this, like they got a nice energy, niggas. So Caesar is blowing up. Caesar Alakine, Mashkarain. He's blowing up in the Amapiano scene. He's been dropping singles. He's been building his new brand, which is the Caesar Alakine brand. So I don't know, man. Like he's slowly building a brand, but at the same time he's slowly losing a brand. Cause I feel like that the brand that actually fucks with him. You feel me? Like the brand like that, or the audience that he had of like the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They slowly not fucking with him. Some are there, like some are like day one, like core fan base, or like myself. I'm always gonna fuck with Reason, no. Even though I might not listen to Caesar Alakine's music, but I'm always gonna fuck with Reason. Whatever he does, he just get the pay. Come on, no. That nigga got twins, you know what I'm saying? He got kids, and he got fucking Shorty as a baby mama, who Loot Love as a baby mama. So his bag gotta always come correct the whole time. You feel me? So that's what's been going on with that nigga. And another nigga that's been doing waves at the moment was we saw Big Xhosa last week. Big Xhosa last week went to Sway, my nigga. What the fuck? He went there with bars, you feel me? He had doing his little thing, out there shining, you feel me? So apparently, okay, let me say this. That shit was fake. So if you believed it, you definitely proving that you're not a hip hop cat. And if you thought that shit was legit, you're actually proving that you're not a hip hop follower like that. So Big Xhosa, as you know, he's a stunt nigga. He's a stuntsman, dog. Like that nigga's always pulling stunts, trying to do some shit. So he did a video proclaiming as if he's going to Sway, and he was rapping on is it a Lil Wayne beat? I think it's a Lil Wayne beat. And when I saw that shit on Twitter, when did I think I saw it on Thursday or Friday morning. I'm not sure, but when I saw it in the morning on Twitter, I went straight to YouTube and I searched it, and it was uploaded 16 hours ago, and that shit was already on 33k views. I was like, what? And this nigga is a fucking marketing genius. You feel me? So shout out to Big Xhosa, man. He was out there doing his thing, fucking dropping some bars, and so shout out to him. Right? I got nothing to say about him. So yeah, I think that's right about it for today. So shout out to everybody that's watching, and I hope you gonna see that. I hope you gonna grow with me. Share the shit, watch the shit, like the video, comment. Follow the page on Instagram, touch base with Roy. You feel me? Follow on Twitter, Flyboy Roy. I mean P_R_ROY _SA on Twitter, and on YouTube is touch base with Roy. So search that shit, subscribe, like the video, and do the most. So see y'all next time. Shout out to your boy P Roy signing out. Yes sir.